Today's video was sponsored by Manscaped. Boys, it is your father speaking. We need to have this very important conversation. Women don't like seeing a gigantic overgrown forest below the waist. Luckily for us, technology has advanced and we have the perfect tools for our family jewels. Introducing the Manscaped Perfect Package 2.0 kit, including the Lawnmower 2.0 body trimmer. It's waterproof, TSA travel friendly, and USB rechargeable. Not to mention this is cordless, so you can discreetly trim up anywhere you need to. The Lawnmower 2.0 has a powerful 6,000 RPM motor, so it can actually trim up even the most dense of forests. And it features skin-safe technology, meaning if you nick your sack, you can send it back. No questions asked. Money back guarantee. And stop marinating in your smelly ball juice while you're at it. Ball deodorant and ball toner is also included in the Perfect Package 2.0. Manscaped will even give you a pair of boxers and a carrying case for everything included. Use code KEY20 for 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. Visit the link down below in the description. Your balls will thank you. So over the past 24 hours, I've been doing a little bit of research. I'm trying to figure out what in the world makes this battle pass tick. I've seen that there have been some conflicting things on the internet on how exactly you rank up this battle pass. Is it from time? Is it from XP? Well, I'm here to tell you that I don't think XP has anything to do with it. In fact, I can basically prove that XP doesn't have anything to do with it. And I firmly believe that the only thing that goes towards the battle pass is time played. So of course, on the internet, a lot of people have been leaving their feedback about this, and pretty much the overwhelming majority say it just takes incredibly too long. But what if I told you that this actually takes less time to rank up a tier than it did back with Black Ops 4? Would you call me a liar, or should I just show you the proof? In this game, it takes around 30 to 40 minutes to get one level on the battle pass, and that's all in game time from what I've seen. In fact, I've tested this in both the multiplayer and in the co-op mode. And what I've noticed is about 3.5 to 4 games of hardpoint will get me one level, and generally speaking, one match of co-op, whether that's the actual Spec Ops mode or in survival like you're seeing here, one match will actually give you one level on your battle pass. So this match of survival I played, it went for around 34 minutes, and that was definitely more than enough to give me one level on my battle pass. I think the reason why it seems like it takes so long in standard multiplayer now is because, for one, the multiplayer is just slower than we've ever had it before, and all the pre-game lobbies in between. Those pre-game lobbies, the loading screens, and all that stuff, that does not count towards it. Only the time you're in-game actually playing. This is why now the co-op mode, especially for people who want to just progress through the battle pass quickly, has become a little more favorable because you spend elongated times actually playing rather than waiting for loading screens, buffer times, and pregame lobbies, all that different type of stuff. Now, what I find very fascinating is we all know that the co-op mode itself, whether it's survival or Spec Ops, gives the poorest XP rates because you're going up against bots. At the end of a match that takes you 35 minutes, you're not going to be earning that much XP. In fact, you might not rank up at all. Your weapons aren't going to rank up very much, if any. So yeah, I don't think XP has anything to do with it, because if co-op gives the worst amount of XP, then why is it giving you the maximum amount of progression towards the battle pass? Another thing that I want to make mention, just to prove that XP has nothing to do with the battle pass, I played a trial. Trials can give you a maximum of 10,000 experience points, but if you didn't know this, using a double XP token will allow you to double that XP to 20,000 at the end of the match, and a match can only take between like 1 minute and 2 minutes, right? Like it won't take you that long. So you get the XP doubled, you get the 20,000 XP, but you only get the tiniest little sliver, the smallest little sliver of progression. That's why that XP argument falls out of the water. It doesn't make any sense. A standard match of Team Deathmatch will give you maybe 6,000 to 7,000 XP if you didn't do any challenges, if you didn't complete any specific missions, if you were just playing the game at the base level and didn't rank anything up, 6,000 to 7,000 XP, and you still earn more than that 20,000 XP that you just got from the trial. That's why something's a little funky to me. I don't think XP has anything to do with it. It's all time. I don't care what anyone says. And yeah, if you're one of those people wondering how can you rank up quickly in the battle pass, Yeah, the easiest answer to that is play co-op nonstop until your brains bleed. Or if you're on the PlayStation 4, use the exclusive deal that is survival mode and just constantly play survival over and over and over again until you're at the level you desire. Because basically, one match of survival, you don't even have to get to a high level. You can get to like level 12 or 13 or 14 and you'll get a battle pass tier completed just by playing one match of survival. Anyway, moving forward, let's talk a little bit about the new trial missions. There were 3 new trial missions added, one of which puts you in a juggernaut suit and you completely rain on every single enemy with unlimited ammunition in your minigun. It's super fun and it's probably one of my favorites as of right now because it's not too hard, I guess you could say, and it doesn't really ask much from you. It's just a fun, goofy trial, and that's why I like it. The second one that they added is a parkour experience that puts you on the map St. Petrograd, and from here, you cannot touch the ground. It's basically a smaller match of the floor is lava, and I love the idea of it. I never would have thought of it, and being able to experience that in Call of Duty Modern Warfare is actually a lot of fun. Being rewarded for it, too, is just kind of like a cherry on top. Funny enough, this does remind me of the free run mode from Black Ops 3, where you would try to navigate the specific arena that you're in as quickly as you can. It was cool to see how quickly people were able to do it. But this right here, completely different experience I never expected to have, and it's definitely refreshing. The final experience that they added is a new firing range mode where you basically have to shoot 50 targets as quickly as you can and as accurately as you can. And the more accurate you are, the end you'll get a bonus which will shave off time, which will then give you a 3-star ending. And as long as you're accurate, you can do this one pretty quickly. This trial can end in around 1 minute. 10,000 XP for a minute of your time is not a bad deal. I don't think so. I want to talk about each one of these modes because they're all unique in their own way. First off, the Juggernaut mode. This one is super satisfying to play, and it definitely throws me back to the days of the Chaos mode, which was introduced back during Modern Warfare 3. The Chaos mode had you going through and chaining together combos by killing the enemies that were coming at you, and this is no different. Except you have a Juggernaut suit and an endless supply of bullets coming from your minigun. You're shooting enemies, you're chaining together kills, and you're multiplying your score over and over and over again until eventually you reach the end and a tactical nuke comes down, completely ending the match. The funny thing is, there are things that will be thrown at you throughout the trial. Strikes will come in from up above, you'll have Juggernauts come in, Pavlos will come over, and white phosphorus will drop from time to time depending on what map you're playing. And I really, really like the experience overall. It's just a fun, casual way to earn 10,000 experience points. And it really makes me hope that they can expand on this game and maybe add a Chaos mode. Since Chaos mode technically isn't survival, it'd be nice for them to add it so everyone can get access to it. Let's talk a little bit about the parkour mode. So the parkour mode has a couple of different runs that I've encountered so far in my time playing. One that gives you a riot shield and one that just gives you a combat knife. Both of which asks you to get to the end in a certain amount of time without touching the ground. If you touch the ground, you'll get a 5-second penalty. So with the riot shield, you're going to encounter a couple of different enemies while you're running at them. The actual training simulation for this asks you to wait for the enemies to reload, then you can run up to them and take them out. When you switch off of your shield, obviously you can run a little bit faster, which will help you cross those larger gaps that you'll find about halfway through this run. The run itself isn't necessarily difficult, but I have found at times, for some reason my character doesn't like to mantle all the time. I've noticed this in standard multiplayer play as well. And that could mess a run up. It could cause you to touch the ground, which would then cause you to lose the entire run and need to retry. But getting 3 stars on this one isn't too hard. Getting 3 stars on the knife-only run, now that's a little bit of a different story. Personally speaking, I haven't been able to get 3 stars on the knife-only run. And that's because the timing and the run itself needs to almost be pinpoint perfect in order for you to actually get it. And a lot of the time I end up actually hitting the ground because I can't mantle on something, or my little pinky toe gets caught on the fence and it causes my jump to be stunted for some strange reason, and it just causes me to drop like a rock and ruins the entire run. Not to mention, right at the end where you need to jump on the tables and then make your way to the care packages, I always find myself getting into a lot of trouble there because there's a lot of gaps and you need to make sure that the path is perfect so you don't hit the ground, obviously. Out of every single trial in this game, I'm trying to perfect that one the most, just because it's the most enjoyable to me, and trying to improve my time. That's going to be really fun to do. I wish you could choose what trials you want to play, but I understand why they just cycle through them so you aren't able to just focus on one. I wish that there was like a private match where you could just kind of experience it and go over and over again to try to increase your time, but oh well. And finally, the last trial that we have, which I'm not going to talk much about because it's just a shooting range. You have 50 targets, and there's a couple of different modes that you'll get. One mode will have you with no weapons at the start. You'll have to pick up weapons and shoot them, or melee the clay pigeons in order to get to the end. And the much easier option, which you're looking at right now, will actually give you an armory of weapons to choose from, and I always just decide to stick with the pistol. You get the most amount of ammo in it. It only takes one shot to take out a clay pigeon, and yeah, if you miss a couple of shots, it could negatively affect you, but I really haven't been able to fail this one. I've gotten 3 stars on this particular version. The other one where you have to pick up the weapons, that one throws me for a loop. I always have issues with that one, but so far it's not too hard. It's just you have to be fast, you have to be accurate, and hitting all 50 targets can be confusing at times because you have to remember where some of those weird ones are, and you might forget, you might miss one, which will cause you to run around in circles for a few seconds and waste a lot of time. But anyway, those are the 3 new trials. I had a lot of fun with all 3 of them. I think my favorite is the parkour trial, though. Definitely really want to see them expand on that, maybe do different maps, do different experiences. Overall, I think it could be a good time if they do something like that, or even just add it into its own playlist to see how fast people could do it. It would remind me more of the old school free running mode. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end it there. Big thank you once again to Manscaped for sponsoring today's video. I hope you all enjoyed the video yourselves. If you did, drop a like on it. Subscribe for more awesome videos coming each and every day. If you are new to the channel or you haven't yet, please do not forget to click the subscribe button, click that notification bell. That way YouTube will notify you every single time my videos go live. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.